Really helps if I turn on the sound. Why, hello. So hello everybody, welcome back to Rebuilding the Commonwealth with me, Oliver. Yes, you guys have been asking me to do this, well, to come back at least. Here I am. Not that I wasn't going to come back if you guys didn't ask, of course. I was going to come back. I do enjoy doing this series after all, but yeah, it's been a rather hectic month and a little bit, changing jobs and getting my life sorted a bit more than it was before. I was very pleasantly surprised to return to my YouTube the other day to find I'd gone from 50 subscribers, which was my goal doing Jamaica Plain, up to 70. So I have no idea where the extra 20 subscribers came from, but I'm definitely not going to be complaining about it. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, hello. Thank you very much for subscribing. I don't know where you heard the series from, but you're welcome here anyways. I've had a few great suggestions over the comments in the last few days. One person suggested, that was the Enclave, thank you very much for that. Suggested a world tour video to show new subscribers where we've been up to. That's a very good idea. I have got that on the back burner for potentially episode 60, which would probably be a good little milestone. 60, 120, 180, however long the series goes on. I don't know, it could be forever. We've clocked up 18 days of playtime in this file. I think it was 18. 16 days. 16 days and 13 hours. So we've been at this a fair while. But yes, we are here at the Slog. A lot of the settlers are just hanging around, probably because I haven't set beds up for everybody, which is a tragedy. But
you should know,
we'll sort that
have
out.
been complaining a bit about the bed situation.
Oh, shut up, you. You're always complaining. Okay, so what I'm going to do is first of all sleep for a few hours to get all the settlers to move.
People are having to sleep in shifts. It's making everyone a bit...
Yeah. Okay, now contrary to productiveness, I'm going to put the time cycle right back to night time. There is a reason for that. 3, 2, 1. I need it a little bit darker than that. Let's go to midnight. That'll do. So yeah, we've got these torches, these lamps out. The reason I have set it to night time is because I want to go around and light this place up properly. And I also want to do a little bit of scrapping up here, because I'm starting to come up with a few ideas for this post up here. But we need to get some bloody lights out here, because it is so pitch black, it's unreal. Now we do have a power generator somewhere. I think that's up on the roof. What are you powering? A recruitment beacon and an M60 turret. So that is the 3 power that it requires. Okay, so I'm going to put down another generator very quickly here. And in the not conduit section, switches and connectors, we have this large power pylon, strong wireless. Now this has a 10,000 range on it. So this should provide a power range for everywhere in the settlement. So no matter where I put a light, it will work. Yeah, so even if I walk all the way over here, the power range still works. That's the point, really. I see we've lost a little bit of water. Not entirely sure why. But hey, I'm not one to question it. Okay, so the diner's got its own powered lights here, which I put in. They don't require mains power. The main building here does, however. Now I think the vanilla lights have better light, as it were. Some of these. Does that require... Yeah, they require direct connections. Which I think is a bit silly, because you just have wires going around your whole settlement. Not OC, it's a homemaker, I'm sorry. Does have some street lights. I'm going to use the same ones as I used in the Warwick Homestead and at the castle. Ooh, nice. Excellent. So I need a couple of these out front. There we go, that gives this place some good ass light. Get rid of the benches out the front. Oh god. Not that I'm going to let this place remain as it is. Its uses at the moment are pretty piss poor. But we do need to get some lights just to keep this place functional during the night. Strangely enough, these are the cheapest and most basic looking lights, but they're also arguably the most effective. I mean, look at that, 2 bulbs, and I can now see everything in the entire room. Like, how cool is that? We also need one out here in the lobby. Probably need 2 out here in the lobby. Not too fussed where these go, because they're going to be mostly temporary. Okay, this is prime real estate to have the not ceiling lights, the street lights out here too. So if I put one here, right on the lip of the pool, how much light does that give us? Gives us a good amount. Sink this ever so slightly. Brilliant. Place it on this bit down here, because why not? Excellent. Excellent. Get rid of the debris, all these leaves. This place is getting a tidy up. Get in a tidy up. That's it. Sink that ever so slightly. Stone debris, no place for that. Is that close to another light? Yes it is. Do I care? No. Scrap this lot. Don't need any of it. Great. Now we've got 3 more to put on this side. I mean, this is essentially the main street of the Slog, so it makes perfect sense. Okay, the light is very slightly bent. That's fine though, as long as they're all bent. As long as all of them are bent, I don't care. That's it. Great. So tell me guys, how have you been? Also, if you guys would like me to stream some of this, because I think streaming it would be good to keep me on a very strict and tight ship. I will be happy to stream it. Also gives me a reason to actually come online and do some things rather than get stuck in with my job. So we can all only benefit from that. Yeah, so we need a street light in this corner. What would that... that's a bit too big for that. Excellent. We need another one, I think, just here. Make this into nicely lit walkway. Would that look weird, is the question. You know what, if we sink it, it doesn't look weird at all. That's the fun thing about that. It doesn't look weird if I sink it. That almost looks like it belongs there. Of course, I know better, but... there we go. So that was sticking through the wall. It was starting to annoy me. I'm going to put another one on this corner. I can't make it diagonal because that would just look really weird. Sink it down to this power box. Oof. Okay, that pokes through a tad. But that's small enough that I wouldn't recognise it at a glance. So that I'm more than happy to live with. And down here in the middle, I don't know whether this will be sustainable. The reason I say that is because I'm going to build some kind of structure up here, and that might interfere with the light in the middle. Which will be a shame if it does. But it won't be the end of the world. This can go. We can put a proper street light here. Light up this forecourt. Excellent. This can be placed the other way. Just off the track. There's another lamp. A lamp. They don't look out of place either, which is good. That will need to be sunk into the floor. Actually, I don't think that would fit there. What do these look like? Ooh. Very bright indeed. That's the same as what I had a little bit earlier. That just looks out of place too. Yeah, this has that bright yellow light. Well, I think this is good for some of the slightly more residential places. These are kind of like ambient lighting. These are your proper, I'm focusing on what I'm doing kind of lights, if that makes sense. More utility. Looks like we have a ghost settler.
There we go.
I should just destroy everything in this room. But I'm not going to yet. Okay, so we have some adequate lighting. At least for the bits that matter for the second. Some of these people don't have jobs. We can live with that for now. So this is a swimming pool deck halves, and then some swimming pool deck trims. It's a grebe. There's a question. Is it in Snappy Builds that I'll find this? It's not going to be in the interior kits. It's not in the commercial. Not in the subways. Where would I find you? Because I've seen this wall before. It's not thematic and practical. It's not in G2M, is it? Nope. Not in there. This could be the foundations that I'm looking for, though. I don't, however, think that the settlers can walk on this. Which, if they can't, is a crying shame. But I would kind of understand. I know I've seen this before. It's snap and build. Of course it's snap and build. Come on. You can do it. Yeah, so that's your real estate. That's your nice fancy white marble. Shack walls. Nope, I use that in the building of the castle. You will have to forgive me. I have not used this very much before. What am I saying? I haven't used this in a while. God, I'm thick sometimes. Because I've seen this particular type of wall. There it is. That's the type of wall. Problem is, it's attached to this yellow brickwork. And I think you have to look quite closely. That's it. I found it. Because this brickwork is too fresh, but what we can do is create a kind of hybrid of the two. So if I place this nice fancy brick down, it looks as though it's been restored. It looks as though it's been extended. So let's destroy these fences. Now we can take away all this children's play park kind of area. Sorry if I'm going a little bit slow for you guys. It has been quite some time since I've used these kits. It's been a fair while since I played this game, so if it takes me a few episodes to catch back up, I do sincerely apologise. Right, so now we know where that is. So if I put foundations down, what foundations do we have access to? Oh wow, that looks funky as hell. So I'm looking for a smooth concrete to blend in with this. I don't really have one. My issue is, if I place one down, I say, oi, you, over here. Come on over here for me. Step up on this. Yeah, step on that for me. See, that's the problem. that floor and anything in this real estate snap and build isn't nav meshed, which means settlers won't get on top of it. I thought that was the case, but it's good to have confirmation. So we're going to need a different kind of concrete. So, what have we got under our good old snappy builds? Now the small town house kit. Floors and foundations. What have we got? That's all wood foundations, which we don't want. Don't want those. Metal kits. Oh yeah, these are the heavy duty kinds of buildings that you find elsewhere. Internal walls. Top of the metal. Don't want that. Commercial. Don't want the commercial one either. Residential. Floors. Well, that doesn't look too bad for a floor. Can you step on it is the question. Yes, you can. See, that's what I mean. I tap go, and he walks on it, which means the floor is nav meshed. He can therefore use it. Plus, this residential has some good stuff. This gives me a few good ideas for the marina. Yeah, it gives me some ideas for the marina. Okay, shell kit foundations. We've got plenty of concrete floors. We just don't have anything that we can properly use. I mean, the worst thing I can do here... What is the most basic looking floor out of the lot of this? That looks really scratched. That looks scratched. You know what, we're gonna roll with it. We are gonna fucking roll with this. There you go, move out of there. This can be a guest house. This area is going to need a little bit of work done to it. Ah, yes, one-sided. Forgot about that. What does that look like? Considering we've covered this part here, we could probably blend this quite well. What does that look like? It's similar. We'd use white bricks. Nah, we won't do that. Oh, it snaps, but it doesn't work. Damn. Okay. Then again, it's supposed to have a wall, isn't it? Yeah, if I put the wall in place, it does work. That's fair enough. This looks too fancy, though. So I'm going to do a bit of mix and match with this. I'm going to keep the floor as a residential, which looks pretty good. But then we're going to go back to snap and build. Go back to real estate. Find the walls that we have here. and use the same kind of swimming pool looking walls we have. Now, do we have one with windows? One second. Sorry, I recently got a new girlfriend. She's the best thing ever, but I texted her earlier and I explained to her that we have a major dilemma. And bless her little cotton socks, I think I scared the shit out of her because she's like, oh my god, what's the dilemma? Oh my god, you're scaring me. It's like, don't worry, it's just Minecraft. I best put her mind at ease here, really sorry. There we go. Slayed her fears. Sorry about that. But sometimes needs must. Now, I've got these deco windows. I'm wondering if these deco windows are part of another kit. Because this roof has got to be part of a deco kit. So yeah, so this is a metal roof trim, and this metal roof. So does that mean in our snappy builds the metal kits, what metal floorings do we actually have here? Curved. We've got roof trims. Oh. Metal top canopies. This would make for one hell of a warehouse. If I could make it work. Roof. Yeah, so these are the metal roof pieces and windows. Is there a way I can blend these into this stuff? Because if I can, I might be able to get away with it. It doesn't particularly have to show on the inside. Okay, let's just say that's what I'm doing. Yes, I haven't bothered changing the step. Don't taunt me. Oh, get out of my way. Get out of my way. Dumb settlers. I'm building all this for you, and all you can do is moan about the bed situation. And that doesn't glitch, so I can get away with doing that. Oh, there's some extra greaves in this particular kit. You know, I think we might actually be able to get away with using the metal kit after all. There's probably a few little tricks we can do with this. I mean, some of this obviously does not look right at all, but Some of these metal pieces aren't actually that bad. Metal tint stairs. So there must be a metal tint stairs too. For the right hand side. Yes, there is. Okay. But I'll tell you what, we're gonna light this up, not with those windows there. I'm getting a plan out of this. It's fine. Don't judge me. So we're gonna go snap and build, real estate, the walls, and we're gonna get some more of those bathroom tiley looking crap. What does the inside of this look like? Okay, so these are interior walls. They're made of like castle brick with this scratchy interior. The outside walls look the same on both sides. So yeah, we're trying to keep the aesthetic, is the thing. So we'll put the interior style walls like that. Now one of these should be some doorways. Is there one that looks the same on both sides? Yeah, there is. What do the doorways here look like? Well, the same. They look the same. I mean, it could look adapted. The guest house here can look adapted, by all means. That is brick on both sides, which we don't want that. We want the one that is just purely brick, bathroom brick, as I call it, on both sides, like so. Okay, what does this look like here now? Oh, of course it doesn't match up. If I can snap this back into place. No. It's fine. Does that look noticeable from any semblance of a distance? Not really. But if I line it up just like that. Yeah. Yeah. Now, with these particular walls as well, we have these posts which break it up. These ones? They look similar. Very similar, in fact. But let's use these to break up the really boxy shape of this place. Yeah, so we'll put one there. We'll put another column in here. This is one issue with doing this. I've got all the challenges of building on a slope as well. So that line there should be perched right in the middle. That needs to come up a couple of units. Perfect. Put one on this corner. I'm not entirely sure why this doesn't snap. I'll have to be honest with you, but beggars cannot be choosers. You know what? Screw it. Let's just line this up exactly with the bottom of this wall. like that. But then that just does not match whatsoever. And it just starts to look silly. That doesn't clash, that's fine. Now, under the Snappy Builds metal kit here for the ceilings and rooftop kits as well, we had that kind of V-shaped. It was the metal kit, wasn't it? I'm not just being stupid here. Oh, come on, snap the other way. Oh, for fuck's sake. This is one thing I really dislike about the snapping in this game, is it cannot usually determine which way is correct and which way is not. So I'm going to have to manually position this piece of crap and all. Things like all it has to do is take one piece of the puzzle to be wrong and the whole thing goes to shit. See, that side snaps fine. Now, can we connect the two like so? You know what? That isn't bad. I'm willing to take a gamble on this and push the walls back ever so slightly to make them fit. Or rather, should I make the columns come back to give it a bit more depth? Okay, if I push this back 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, that just does not work at all. If I push it back 17 blocks, it leaves the entirety of the base of the building exposed, which looks crap in my personal opinion. From the outside though, this doesn't look bad at all. So we'll put the rooftop on. Now, is there a decent piece of flat roof I can put? So this part, the front here, doesn't look so daft. Oh, that is an end cap. Yes, that's the metal awning window. That's a good point. I can fit one of these windows underneath and then just slide that back into place. So I can pretty much fit this up the way it needs to be. How far sticking out is that? It's got a little rim. That's got a little rim. And there's a decent hem on each side. Brilliant. Though I feel like this column is misaligned. Yeah, that needs to be underneath that. Which means there's a sizable enough hem out of the two there. Go back to the real estate and get another column fitted in here. Posts and columns. Oops. Columns out, perfect. Back to Snappy Build's metal kits. We need to put in das window on this side to give it that continuity from the outside. Pull it towards me just a tad. That doesn't have a hem on either side. Neither does that one really, so I can forgive that. That'll do. Basically squeeze it right to the end of the four windows. That's fine. This one is slightly better spaced, I'll be honest. Now I'm not going to mess with the columns on that too much. Brilliant. Now I used the residential kit for the flooring, so we're going to mix and match these. Nope, not the walls, it's the base. We need a full base. Which one did I use here? It was this one, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Oh, I thought I was going to have to do that for every one of those. That would have been absolutely fucking tragic. I am going to have to do it here though, because this is a new edge. Brilliant. Ooh. Great. There you go, make sure none of that is glitching through. That's what we like to see. This part here is going to be covered by a column. I'm going to extend the columns down and add some more detailing to this, so don't worry, I haven't forgotten. Yeah, perfect. Just gonna have to do this for all of them, aren't I? Of course you didn't want to do it. Yes, I'm aware this edge very slightly pokes out, but the difference here is so minuscule it's barely even worth thinking about. So snap and build, real estate, columns. This is going to be a pain, isn't it? $50. 10, 50. I think that was what I was trying to get to. 10, 50. There we go. Yes, there we go. Need to put those in to give it some continuity. There we go, the architecture on that looks relatively similar. Granted, the windows are quite a bit more blacked out. Thinking of putting some hemming in the top there. But, I mean, that wouldn't be too bad for sleeping. Sorry about that. I forgot to have Steam notifications on. Oh yeah, of course. These interior walls need to be a different style. Because if you notice, in the swimming pool, you have this dull concrete on the back instead. And of course these castle wall things for the interior. I mean, this has a little bit of brick, so I'm going to put the nice... You know what, I'm actually going to put this brick here. These end caps need to go. What am I actually looking for? Tiles and blue. What did the interior look like? Cruddy old stone on the interior. So I want marble outside, cruddy stone inside. That's green tiles. That is the black marble. That is the crappy plaster. Wood. Wood. We'll go with the crappy plaster. There you go. So we're mimicking the bricks here somewhat. And I think on the outside wall here, we'll put proper marble. Not marble. Proper brick with... We don't want the wavy bricks, we want the standard bricks. That's the wood finish on the interior. We don't have that same kind of material, which is a shame. We just have this crappy old plasterboard. But that will have to do. Not that I'm settling for it. But it keeps the similar style of architecture. We do then also need these corners to be filled in. Those are inner corners. I want the exteriors. Much better. That looks a lot more flush. This needs to go into that to round off the look. There needs to be a post to cover that up. Cool. actually, Step and Build does have the posts, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Posts and columns. So we'll put another one of these columns in. Where is that downwards line? That is literally on the cusp. That's just where we want it. So we're going to line another one up like so. Change the movement step to 50. The rotation on that is ever so slightly off. There we go, indistinguishable. This doesn't need anything that side. This is going to be sort of blocked off. So that's perfect. Okay, real estate, walls. So what I want is shitty plasterboard with exterior wall, which I don't think we have access to. Yeah, we just have inner wall styles like that. And the wavy arse ones, which I certainly don't like. Yeah, they're just the interior walls, which I don't really want. I mean, I have a way to get around that, but it's going to look really, really ugly. Nah. Now we'll just have to go with the interior tight walls on this, well, both sides. We'll have to break up the really large amount of samey colour another way. And that's that. Okay, now to fill in these roof voids. So don't worry, that's not the end of it. I am going to modify this, but this is going to be a set of living pods. That's the plan anyway. So we need to go back to metals, the metal kit, the additionals. Now they can't just leave us in the cold here. There has to be some filler pieces. Or are they actually going to leave us in the cold here? Hang on a minute, how thick is that? Oh my god, that is massive. How fucking big is that piece? Oh, that is miles too big. Absolutely miles too big. Damn, that's enormous. I have a feeling we're going to be left in the cold with this lot. I genuinely think we're going to be left in the cold. Unless I put a metal column here and a metal column here, then a metal column this side the metal column this side. Can I potentially fill this in as 3 separate voids? I can fill this void in. Like that. Just move these up to stop them glitching. That looks great. Now, can we get a little triangle of kinds? One that isn't absolutely fucking massive. I mean, I want this place to be at least somewhat insulated, for crying out loud. I don't think there's going to be a... No, there's going to be even less in the coloured sections of these. Nah, there's even less. No, we're stuck with the vanilla one by the look of it. We'll have to stick this in here. I'm still quite disappointed about that. I thought there'd be some kind of filler piece, but this is just ridiculous. I mean, it fits. I mean, don't get me wrong, it does fit. But look at the fucking size of it. I mean, if I brought it out here, it's just... it's chunky as anything. If I shrink it, then I don't think it covers the window correctly. Which is also a problem. Or maybe it does. Maybe I'm just being an idiot and this works all along. Okay, so I've shrunk that down to... it's going to have to be 90%, I reckon, to get this to fit properly and not look stupid. What does that look like on the outside? It's a bit out of place. In fact, it's absolutely stupid. I'm actually quite disappointed in this, I will be honest. I genuinely thought this kit would be watertight. I really did. Floor and ceilings. Yeah, these are just corner caps. If I corner cap those, they'll interfere with each other and they'll look really dumb. Now I'm going to have to blend this in quite heavily to do this. So that is this slant on this corner. That's the slant on this corner. That is a large midsection. That is for this corner. So look, it fit no time ago, and now it's just snapping the other way. I don't understand the snapping on this game sometimes. I really don't. So again, I'm going to have to manually position this piece of crap. And that will intrude a good chunk. A very good chunk. So I mean, it's watertight. It is watertight in here. But that just looks absolutely fucking stupid. It does. It does look fucking stupid. And plus I really don't, again, understand why this will not just play ball and snap the correct way. I mean, that looks more normal than all of them, but again, still kind of dumb. There we go. Okay. I mean, if I bring them down like that, I guess that's not bad now. But then I'm concerned what it looks like on the interior. What does it look like inside with that on there? Well, I would find out, but this stupid Brahmin's in the way. I guess we could use this part as a kitchen or storage so that we get around it. Or we just shrink them down. Look at this guy, I've spent nearly an hour building a bloody shack. Okay, we need to raise this up to the top edge there. Now that just looks substantially higher. Okay, so where does this roof crease get to? So that roof crease comes up to just beneath that metal line up there. Okay, so that's where the roof crease gets to. Okay, that is as good as I think we're going to get it. I'm going to scale these windows up, and they should hopefully match up. Yeah, that works. It just works. Okay, just works. Scale both of these down. I would say how do they look from the outside, but I don't really think you're going to see these particular ones. I mean, these roof creases do look a bit dumb, but we might as well match them up anyway. So that matches up to that crease. That matches up to that crease. Except I brought it up to here, didn't I? But again, that just looks absolutely fucking dumb. The stuff needs to match. It needs to match. You can tell this project is driving me insane already. That's it. And now for the rest of the additives, I need to put this in here. I need to scale it up to 120%. And this needs to be 120%. Okay, even on the roof of this, it doesn't look that bad, honestly. Okay, you can see a bit of a discrepancy there, but that does actually look like just a bit of a characteristic of the roof we've selected. Just to match this up. This part here is actually going under, like that. That bit there, you can only see the triangle at the end. Up one. Yes. No, like that. That needs to go down by one. Perfect. Now the roof is literally symmetrical. That was a lot more trouble than it was worth. That's pretty good, actually. You know, I hated that roof, but now I like it. And it gives a few opportunities to furnish the place a little better. So we're going to put some temporary lights in here, so we can actually see worth a shit in here. Oh, gorgeous. So we now have another fresh living space that we can work with. Now these pods in here, real estate walls, we're going to have some interior walls. Now these are going to be slightly more modern, like so. So I'm thinking this is going to be 6 little living pods in here. This will be like not a barracks, it's going to be a dormitory. It's going to be for the actual settlers themselves. We also need to do the roof on this, which I'll sort out in a little bit. Okay, what other features of the architecture can we borrow? So they've got an emergency light. They had a bit of the wavy things here. They had deco corners, which I don't think we can actually get. I don't think they're part of the palettes. posts and columns. These are way too fat for anything like that. Yeah, they're not quite good enough, I don't think. So there's a deco wall. Yes, we had a few windows set up. I get that. But that's not the way we're going with this. We've got a couple of those upside down work lights. Now, I could technically turn one of these upside down, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to have 1, 2. I want to block this off. Bird shit. That's funny. Bird shit. Bird shit. I'm joking. This area here can be a little greenery. So structures. Get little wood structures. We can put just a wee little step down, which I'll sort out in a minute because this is probably going to need a bit of a refined touch. Now, question is, was it Homemaker that I found all of that stuff in? Because I've completely and utterly forgotten. It's not, was it? It is Snappy Builds Landscaping. It's retaining walls. Now the retaining walls, this is not going to be a nice fresh greenery like Jamaica Plain is. This is going to be a bog standard kind of dirt area. So this retaining wall needs to go in. I'm going to sink it low enough. Can I just get dirt without the retaining wall is the question. Not really. Not really. But then I can hide that horrible little wall discrepancy here. If I take that out and then using the full retaining wall with the grass bit on it, I can put another retaining wall. That is too short. I need a full retaining wall. That's another short retaining wall. Can put another retaining wall in here. And we're having snapping issues again, but that's not a problem because that is correct. Just going to be careful not to ruin what I've already done. So the retaining wall we can camouflage in this section here. We need to roll the grass area here into one. So we could probably hide that pretty well. Can then put a path coming round here, I think. Those metal columns stick up really high, don't they? They do give the building a kind of shitty appearance. If I move these down by 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 44, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 90. Oh, almost 100. So that's 90, 55, 80, 65, 70. 70 units. Yeah, let me move them down by 70 units. I can hide the bottom of the pillars another way. There we go. Building looks a bit more well-rounded now. So steps up to the retaining wall can go here. Do I have a slightly nicer set of steps is a question. Is there one with a railing? I swear to God there was one with a railing. Fits RW res stairs only, yes. Except that's going to be way too short for that. I think this will be flat enough to carry this off. Perfect. Now under the thing here we can get sidewalks. Let me simply place a sidewalk going through. I'm looking for a sidewalk that doesn't look like it's absolutely shite. You know what that will do? Just there. Ooh, I think this will fit absolutely perfectly with one more retaining wall just here. So if I put one more retaining wall across here, okay, yes, the style doesn't quite match, but we're mixing old with new architecture here. And then we put in some steps. Move it up. That's it. Now, for the sidewalk, we need to get some foundation edges because this looks really awful. The height difference looks awful. Actually, you know what? Just because of the light levels here, I'm going to sleep to the day.
Water. These would be pretty good.
Excellent. That's better. Right, so the path I've chosen isn't actually a very good path. You know what? I'd be better off with this one. Because I can put foundation edges to smooth this out a little bit. Oh, that's it. If I put a short one there, I can then do a triple path there. So these are all elevated way too high. Now the thing is, it doesn't look too bad. They have to elevate ever so slightly. Still not a fan. I know there's a way to do this. I know for a fact there's a way to fucking do this. Okay, let me put this in here. I know what you're thinking, guys. You're thinking, Stakhanov, what the fuck are you doing? And you know what? That'd be a very good question, because I don't, strictly speaking, know myself. This is much higher than I would have wanted it. Let me sort that set of stairs out in a little bit. Need to put another very short piece of path to attach to the end here. I like the way it will snap to literally everything but the fucking piece that I want it to snap to. There you go. That wasn't too fucking difficult, was it? Pull that towards me. Right, there you go. Bob's your uncle. Path goes up. Now we can set about tidying up this goddamn path. Grass foundation. Foundation edge. It's not going to matter if it ticks into that block a hell of a lot, just as long as it's not taking the absolute mick. We can tidy up the foundation afterwards. That's it. Now we can use this grass to bridge that gap. This is a path that needs to be made. Really didn't need to do that. I could have just used double pieces, couldn't I? This isn't going to snap now. Oh, there we go. Bloody hell, took over an hour and a half before things started blowing up. I'm not concerned. It's probably one of the forged. Excuse me. You've literally bled all over my nice fresh grass. You fucking ghoul. Ugh. What an inconsiderate little shit. I say nice fresh grass. It's not green. It's brown, but fucking details, okay? Fucking details. Get out of here. Arsehole. Okay, now that you've just stained all of my nice fresh grass, let me get back to what I was doing, shall I? So there's another issue. The grass is not completely straight. The way I said that, probably not my best phrase, but hey, I'm sure I can live with it. This isn't going to snap now, is it? But it will snap to just about everything else. It just won't snap to the grass I'm trying to get it to snap to. That doesn't match whatsoever. There's a thought. I can raise the catwalk. So that this path matches. There's nothing to say that I shouldn't do that. Why do I always do things the hard way? Because the hard way ensures the best results, Oliver. That's what you're supposed to say. Oof. That doesn't cause any graphical glitches. So yeah, we're going to just remove that pillar out of the way. That is an issue I'm going to have to address. Oh, that whole catwalk is one piece. That's handy. The mats up the top on this diving board can all be dismantled. Don't really care about those. I mean, in all fairness, I'm probably going to replace these catwalk pieces with different kinds of metal ones. Or just go for a different kind of construction altogether. But I'll keep it all in one place while I can. So yeah, I've actually moved the entire diving board just to fit a path in. Okay, so the outer edges. But then that doesn't really match, that just makes dirt rather than grass. That's the ones you need to use. But I quite like this. I'm just going to put a little stopper in front of that, and that will round off this piece very nicely. Right, so there's nothing here that you cannot snap to, just snap to the right place. Thank you. Nice one. Annoying. But we got there. I think the outer edge pieces here could work on this end. That is just dirt, don't want any of that. That works fine, and because that is a foundation, that should also work fine here too. Yes. I think I can cheese this. Just a tad. No, I can't. Okay, I can't cheese it with that. Leave me alone. No, don't need wide grass or wide dirt. Okay, that does actually look fucking retarded. Excuse my language. Sorry about this, guys, but this is what happens when I strive for perfection and I cannot quite get it. gonna say any reason that you're now refusing to snap to anything, because that's irritating. Again, this looks a little bit dumb, but you know what, it's going to cover it. With the grass mounds that we're going to put in here, some of the extra pieces of soil here to blend in, it's not going to matter too much. I was going to put that there, but okay, and one more piece of pathway. Oh god, this was annoying. Of course you're not going to match. Now you match. That is so small, I don't actually care. I'm just going to cover that with a grass mound, I believe, anyway, this corner. If I can fit one in, of course. Put a few grass mounds here and there. Cool. Now there is some other landscaping that I can do, which I believe is in Homemaker. So you've got decorations, and then you have landscaping. Wow, that's enormous. Don't want any of those Commonwealth trees. Flippin' heck. Those Commonwealth trees are massive. Don't want those. I think we'll just do some basic foliage. We can put a shrub. Yeah, I think a shrub can go along here because that will cover the pillar that we just didn't get along with. That's it. I like the way I have to put all of this crap in manually. There we go. So we've basically grown a shrub across here, just to give it some character. Nice. Yeah, the shrub seems to blend in, which is what we like. Excellent. Yeah, we don't want a privet hedge. That's absolutely enormous. Maybe a couple of these rose bushes, because the settlers would be starting to grow some new ones. Plus it's a little bit of breaking up this disgusting brown colour. This wasteland brown. So we'll sink them into the ground just a little bit. Excellent. So we have a walkway down here. We have a walkway across to the front. So you have two ways of getting around the back now. You don't have to go through the front. This needs one more bit. Landscaping. It's under retaining walls, isn't it? Yes, it is. I tell you what, you guys are never going to know the pain of doing this until you have as many fucking mods as I do. I checked the thing. I think I have 167 mods currently installed. How it all works, I don't know. I think it's just a mess of crap, and to quote our legendary Todd Howard, it just works. And it kind of just does. I don't know how, but it does.
Who's there? What?
Hello? Look at these mixed match of guns. Hold on a minute, where have you got those M60s from? Must have stole a few off the gunners, I suppose. But, yeah, so how much time have we got left on this video? About 15 more minutes before I hit the 2-hour mark. 2-hour videos are not uncommon, so you know what, screw it. In for a penny, in for a pound, that's what I say. Second. So I thought there was somebody at my door. There shouldn't be. It's pretty late in the day. It's nearly 11 o'clock. If someone was at my door and it wasn't to tell me my house was on fire, I'd be really annoyed. Now these are the ones which give the bright white light, aren't they? Yes.
Think I won't hurt you.
Yep, a couple of lights down there. That's beautiful. Now here I'm going to put down, I think here would be a good place for a water pump. Like a proper water pump. The purifier just looks dumb. So does the industrial one, to put here anyway. So I think the powered water pumps would be a nice place to put here. Plus it gives this house here a little bit of purpose. You know, this could be the place for the people who maintain the water supply. Oh yes, I still haven't even roofed this part off, have I? To be fair.
Maybe it's over.
Like I said, the metal roofs did have a decent one. Nah, I don't think that's gonna work. Oh my god, that's huge. No. I need a flat roof for this. Your guns can shoot through wood, plaster, and sheet metal. Not in this game, they can't. Yeah, that looks fine. You know what? That metal roof there doesn't actually look out of place either. Wooden bridge. I get the feeling this would come in handy somewhere, but I couldn't tell you where. Never mind. Okay, now we just have to figure out how to power this place. Homemaker has its power supplies. Generators. I don't want a large one like we have at the castle. Don't think that'd be needed. The small industrial one I don't think would look out of place on the roof. No, I don't think it would. If I build one and then shrink it by just a tad. Boost that up onto the roof there. Oops. That was a bad idea. Just because I'm stuck now. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. And that will form the basis for powering up the rest of the settlement. Because we can connect from pylon to pylon in a giant circle around here, and we can keep the lights on. So boom, the water supply issue is solved. That's what we like to hear. The bed issue we can solve in just a few minutes. So we can put 6 beds in just to get everybody started, up and running. Double beds, no thanks. Nope. These are going to be just singles, single beds. So yeah, I will give this some floor like the castle. The beds aren't going to be on the same side on each one, so that each settler has their own sort of way of positioning things. I mean, if I was going to sleep in one of these alcoves, I would literally have the bed like this. So there is always that. Place that in that corner. And you know what? I'm just going to leave this at 4. This part here can be a little living or kitchen space, so you can actually live in the place. Well, that was a power armor, dude. Okay. Let's give you guys some actual beds to sleep in, because the way I have it assigned at the moment, it doesn't. So 1. You can have this bed. You've just been assigned one. You can have this corner one, the guy in the doctor's robes. You've just been assigned one, I'm fairly certain. I don't think you have, so we'll put you in a bed now. Excellent. Now, if we skip forward to nighttime, like proper nighttime, like everyone in bed right now, fucking nighttime. Some of these beds are empty, some people are out and about. That will be very annoying if I don't rectify that. Okay, so we've got 3 people sleeping in there. I think that person was assigned in there but hasn't moved. Yeah, we're going to have to assign them as we go, I think. It'll take a bit of time, but that is not a problem to me.
Looks like it's in working order.
Excellent. Right, water problem is solved. The defense problem is solved, except the defense is going to change because I am going to get some Minutemen in here next episode. The lighting issue is solved, so I can actually see where the hell I'm going. Power is solved. We've got the bedding crisis under control. We've built a kind of way to get up and down. We've also got a way to get around the front, because I couldn't imagine building any more dwellings across here. I mean, you know what? It does look like that could belong. It looks like it could have been here, or potentially been refurbished by the settlers who've moved in. It doesn't look like it's completely wrong or out of place, but it does need a couple of lights. That's what I'm thinking. A couple of these work lights, just to make it look a bit more natural. Because the slog, I say, is going to look post-apocalyptic. It's not like your Jamaica Plain. I mean, your castle looks post-apocalyptic. That does look like it's been jury-rigged together. This is going to look natural, with some lived-in features. It's going to look like settlers have come here and made it better, but retained a lot of the old infrastructure. So that looks like it could have been here, like an outbuilding for the pool or something when it was pre-war. And of course we've built a generator on the top, we've given it a little bit of personality. I really want to fence this off or brick it off, because settlers are going to get in here and it's going to cause a problem, I reckon. Which will be annoying. That is for next video though. For doors, need to put a door on here. Can't just have it open to the elements. Doors. Let's just put a bookcase in the way. Yeah, that'll do. A bulkhead. Nah, I don't want a bunker door. Hidden concrete. Oh, that's like the one from the switchboard, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, we want something that screams security. Now the rusty metal door looks kind of awful. I think this blue one will do just fine. Yeah, home sweet home. It's a bit dark, but... Oh yeah, because we're going to change these lights out. I'll leave that as it is. I'm going to fiddle with the lights next episode, so don't worry about that. I'll sort all that out. Going to get these guys some actual fucking jobs to do, instead of just hanging around and sweeping shit up. But hey, I've recorded enough today. Hopefully I've given you a nice fix of Oliver here. Hopefully I've given you enough of a fix of rebuilding the Commonwealth. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your mother, father, grandfather, your dog, cat, whatever, and tell them that the Commonwealth is open for business, because it kind of is. Yeah, we are making some serious progress, and I'm really enjoying this again. So thank you very much for your patience. I will see you guys next time. If you have any ideas, comment them below. I will have a look at them. I haven't recorded anything ahead of schedule when it comes to this video, so please, if you have them, comment them. I will see them straight away. So until then, have a good one, peace out, and enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm going to hit the hay. See you later. Peace out.